I'm Professor DIY and this is Urban Homesteading. The process of burning waste is both very clean, reduces volume, and of course it is the fastest way to get rid of things. In this episode we're going to show you how to make a burn barrel that burns virtually smokeless and allows you to do this burning process safely at fairly high temperatures and completely without any issues. As a bonus, when it is actually done, you can very easily empty it into a bag and put it in the normal trash for disposal. Or you can use it for fertilizer in your yard. The options are countless, and really it is the best way to get rid of your waste. So if you follow along, we're going to show you everything you need to know on how to build your own barrel. So this is what is left from our old barrel. Not much, as you can see. So we needed a new barrel, which we purchased, and now we're going to convert it into a burn barrel. And we put 4 pavers here to put the new barrel on, because our old barrel did not last much on the ground. Once the base was corroded and we put it on the ground, after a few months it was done, right?
Yeah.
So we want to avoid that in the new barrel.
And so our new barrel is over here.
But it will look different momentarily.
Yes, because why? What are we doing to it?
Well, you have to make holes to allow for circulation. That's what makes the
So
burn
ventilation.
barrel.
Yeah, the ventilation. So we're creating ventilation holes up and down and all around the diameter of it, so that we can. Or the
And we'll show you. Come with us.
Yep.
So this is the best deal we found. It's a galvanized trash can, and Walmart has it for the best price, less than half of another place. It was like $25.
It was about 27.
27.
Yeah.
So we need to make holes in it. And the reason you want to make holes is to allow for air circulation that increases the volume of the fire and allows you to burn hotter and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And bigger, as everyone knows, is more better.
More better.
More better.
So that's a special kind of bit you're using.
Yes, this is called a step bit, and it is designed for metal, right? This wouldn't do much in wood.
Okay.
And it's called a step bit because you can step the diameter. Can you see?
I'm gonna come around this way.
I think that's the diameter, right? The same?
Looks like it. I thought you were counting your graduations.
I'm not counting anything. I am just winging it. And cheating. The color has changed. So.
Let's see. So as it's rubbed against the metal, the color has changed a little bit. Yeah.
And that's how I'm cheating.
Yep.
Now some people might tell you, but they will be wrong. Some people might tell you that it's important that these are the same distance from each other. No, it isn't. What's important is to have airflow, right? The amount of holes is not as critical. Now that's all we had done in our old barrel.
Let's go around this bottom.
Yeah. Which seems sacrilegious on a brand new barrel. But it is what it is, right? Because it isn't what it is not. You have to admit there's something satisfying the way it is. Should we make another one?
No, not on that.
So a departure from our old system, our old barrel only had the ones in the bottom, as you see here.
So this is the bottom. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is upside down.
Yes.
So I decided to put some vertical as well, because sometimes when this gets filled,
Then it blocks the airflow.
right, blocks the airflow. So we're not going to do as many though. I'm going to only make like 4 columns.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll try to go diagonally, no, diametrically opposing this.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's this.
Okay.
What do you think?
So we'll do those 4 columns and come back and show you.
Right. So when you're done, it should look something like this. Someone had a medium caliber target practice on your trash can. Right?
And they were pretty accurate in their lining up, right?
Yeah, actually, maybe a gun would have been more fun than the drill bit.
For you, maybe.
I would have enjoyed that, yes. All right, excellent. This is
Now it's ready to go, and we have a burn pile
We
waiting,
do.
just a waiting.
I want to come in here. It is not hot enough yet to fumigate. So this is our first burn. Any questions?
So what did you just tell us? Because this is the first burn of the can.
Because this is galvanized, on the first burn it's going to emit some semi-toxic fumes, so don't stay where we are right now. It's not hot enough yet.
Don't
but-
stand right over it.
Right. I mean, we're outside, so it's not a big problem.
Yeah, but still.
And as you can see, it was very easy to light, and it's very easy to maintain the fire going. And the process has started. You can also see here that there is absolutely no smoke to speak of. Just don't stay downwind of the fire for your first burn. It is clear to see how quickly the fire got really hot, and of course you can see there is virtually no smoke, as I said before, and it does a great job incinerating anything you throw into it. A very effective way to reduce waste. We have enjoyed our old barrel, and we hope that this will last even longer. That looks so cool, doesn't it? I was downwind. That was interesting. You can see here the galvanization getting burned off, the discoloration of the barrel here. Again, this is only for your first burn. Afterwards, it will not be happening. They will settle to a color, and it will say the last one did it for 2 years, right?
Unanticipated use for our new workbench cart, portable cart, but it's coming in very handy right now, taking care of all these boxes so that we can break them down and get them usable for the brand new fire pit.
We hope you enjoyed this very short how-to, and if you did, let us know and we're going to produce more like this for you. From Professor DIY and the Urban Homesteading channel, let's build or make something together. Have a great day.